Huawei earnings profits up 20% despite US campaign against the company. The Chinese tech company reported Friday that its annual profit jumped 25% to 59.3 billion yuan, $8.8 billion, down from 28% growth the previous year. Sales increased by 19.5% to about 721 billion yuan, $107 billion by the company earlier this year. But growth in its carrier business, the segment that provides telecommunications products including 5G equipment to carriers around the world, dropped by 1.3%. At a press conference, the US campaign is having mixed results. Announcing its approach, the United Kingdom, however, could be moving closer to the US position on the Chinese tech company. Delivered a harsh Huawei's smartphone and consumer business continued to outpace growth in the rest of the business and now accounts for 48% of total sales. Huawei sold over 200 million smartphones in 2018, boosting revenue in the company's consumer business to about 349 billion yuan, $51.8 billion yuan, increase of more than 45%. Richard Yu, CEO of Huawei's consumer business, said earlier this year that Huawei is the world's largest smartphone seller by 2020. Huawei sold fewer phones than Samsung and Apple last year, but it was the only smartphone maker to report sales growth, according to from market research firm IDC. Huawei Smart
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.